little fishies. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing pretty well. I chose you because we're just now getting out of that full moon in Pisces energy that we just had a couple days ago during the lunar eclipse. Very heavy energy. Right now the moon is at 94.5% illumination in the sign of Aries, going from like that watery, like emotional, intuitive energy to going into that very like inspired and driven, motivated energy. So let's see how this is affecting you personally, what you need to know moving forward. What answers we can get for you from the universe, all that shit. Let's find out. That's so hilarious and interesting. This card came out in my last reading. It's a Men in Black card. Being observed, being watched, being spied on. So either you're, being spied on or somebody, or you're spying on somebody, right? That's the energy of being observed, right? So let's figure it out. Let's see, I'll use this deck. I kind of want to clarify that because I feel that that's super, super interesting, considering that like it showed up in my all signs reading and now it's showing up here. So we could also have cross watchers. Well, let's see. Who is that? Every card in the deck apparently, but the one that catches my attention the most is this moon card. The only one that showed up with its face up. This is Pisces energy. So it looks like you could be the one doing the observing. With the moon, it looks like you're trying to figure something out, right? You want to see what's beneath the surface. You want to illuminate something, the truth about a person or a situation. I see things coming to light here. I see you being enlightened by what you're looking at. We have the Knight of Swords. I do see this like very motivated energy to take action towards something, to move in a new direction, to like start taking things a bit more seriously on some level. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this could be walking away from shitty people, right? Seven of Swords represents lying, cheating, stealing, very shady, very ill-intended energy, right? And so with this in reverse, I see that you're kind of like putting that in the past, you're putting that behind you, almost like you're running away from that into something that's more aligned with your energy, right? And your mindset, your values. There's still a heavy focus on something that broke your fucking heart, though. Coming to this Three of Swords, right? This could have been third-party situations, like being cheated on, being deceived. Going back to that Seven of Swords in reverse, what you are leaving behind, what you're running away from. And yeah, I feel that that's a big focus on what you need to heal from at this time. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like something that could never work. Not just something that didn't work out, but it's something that could never work out, right? And I feel that you're coming to the truth of that situation. You're learning, you're discovering that with the Magician in reverse. This is the card of disillusionment when it's in reverse, right? Because the magician is the illusionist. They're deceptive. They create stories for you to see as reality, even if it's not. And so, yeah, I'm seeing disillusionment. I'm seeing something that didn't work out. I'm seeing something that broke your heart. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing you have a change of heart. I'm seeing you start to lose interest in the head games and the bullshit and all that. It's kind of like you're coming to this place where you're starting to really value yourself more than that situation, right? And kind of seeing that you deserve better. That you've earned better than that. And you'll only continue to get that as long as you accept it, right? And so when you reach this point where you no longer accept that treatment, where you no longer accept that behavior or those mindsets, that's when things really start taking off for you. Yeah, Greta, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. A lot of cups in reverse right now, and it's like you're having a change of heart. You're pulling back. You're not seeing things the way that you used to see them. You're not feeling things the way that you used to feel them. We have the High Priestess, the second Piscean card, which is dope for your reading to get both of your Pisces cards in the upright. It's really showing that you're like stepping into your power, right? Feeling empowered. The High Priestess is all about your intuition, knowing the truth before you're told the truth, right? And trusting that intuition, right? She sits between the pillars of light and dark. She is a balance. The High Priestess she just knows, right? All knowing, and because that source of information isn't coming from the earth, it's coming from the higher realm. So yeah, I feel like you're getting really in touch with your abilities as a Pisces, right? Each zodiac has their superpower, and with Pisces, it's so rooted in your emotions. Your emotions help you to sense out the truth, right? To sniff it out like a bloodhound, and I really see that for you. We have the Sun in reverse. This also showed up in the last reading, Leo energy. It's interesting is there's no reverse meaning for this card unless we're talking about like a Leo specifically, right? Because the meaning of this card is somebody is going to help you over that wall, right? This is that something is going to lead you to your abundance, right? To, somebody's going to help you over that wall. Did I already say that? Probably. Whatever. But it's not having to do it all on your own. And it's also like this is how you heal your inner child, by getting in touch with it, by allowing it to have a say this time, right? Because you don't always give your inner child a say. We always try to shut up that little voice that actually knows better than we do, right? Not anymore. We have the Six of Wands. I do see you getting like more attention or acknowledgement, right? Kind of being in the spotlight. You could be like a content creator, or you could do something that kind of puts you out in the public and makes you seen and heard and well known, right? Here's where it gets interesting again. We have the Two of Cups in reverse, right? This is like leaving a karmic situation, a karmic partner, whatever. Something that was very side questy. And moving towards the Lovers, Gemini energy, right? This is going from karmic to divine counterparts if we are talking about love, right? This could also be about like leaving a relationship and making big decisions for your life, right? Because the Lovers has a lot to do with big decisions. And so I definitely see that you have decisions ahead of you. And it does look like you're walking out of a karmic situation into a divine counterpart situation, right? And going straight from a karmic into your twin flame journey, it's like shifting on a car, right? And it's like the difference between going in reverse and going forward, right? And so you're being called to stop looking back, right? If you're going forward, you don't keep looking over your shoulder, right? If you're driving, you don't drive like this unless you're going in reverse. If you're going forward, keep going forward, eyes ahead, eyes on the road, you know? And it's kind of like you're being called to look toward the future and away from the past. You're being called to let the past be resolved in the fact that the closure is that it's over, right? It's done. So I do really like this reading for you because I see that, you know, this is kind of like a leveling up on your spiritual game, right? Sometimes the best way to know what is the best for you is to find out what isn't the best for you first. You know, because that's the way humans learn by what they don't like. You know, it helps them to narrow down what they do like. So, let's see. Ace of Cups in reverse. This also showed up in my last reading, and this is like a failure to build a strong relationship with self, right? Right now you need to be focused on filling your own cup, but it seems like there's a lot of focus on external relationships, right? External validation, external shit, and you're being really called to focus inwardly. To attract a divine counterpart, you can't be so focused on giving them all of your attention and your time and your love. It's not how a divine counterpart responds. That's how karmic responds, right? A divine counterpart does not respond to the love and attention that you're trying to throw at them. They feel the love and attention that you throw at yourself. So in order to give to them, you must first give to yourself. And that's the biggest lesson here. We have the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy. And this is like very symbolic of rebirth, right? And having to reinvent yourself. And it reminds me of a Bukowski poem where he says, invent yourself and then reinvent yourself, right? Don't allow yourself to be clubbed into dank submission, right? And so, yeah, right now you're being called to really think on the kind of person you would like to be, how you would like to be perceived, how you want to hold yourself in society and to embody that fully, right? Don't just read philosophy, live your philosophy, right? Don't just think you know the answers, live the answers, right? That's the only way you know if the answers are the answers, or if you put them into practice. If all you do is talk and think about it, but you never do the practice, the work and all that, then you never make progress because you're just thinking and talking about it. So don't talk about it, be about it. Two of Wands in reverse. Some doors are closing and they are not opening up for you again, right? And in fact, they're not open to you now, right? It's like those doors have closed and now it's time to move on, right? And to not look back, to not be at a crossroads, to not think, hey, reliving the past is still an option, because it's never an option. Even if it's with the same person, it's never an option. because that person changes and evolves, and whether they're changing and evolving in a good way or not, that's subjective, right? So, but you're being called to let the door close so that you can open up these new doors, so that you can go in a new direction and have better outcomes than you've experienced in the past. Debbie McCauley. No matter what you've done, no matter how many mistakes you've made, Kali is here for you always. Yours is the safety and sanctuary of her divine love. She is your soft place to fall and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. Kapali. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. Guna Tantrika. It takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhuman expectation for constant performance. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you are at odds with yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being now. Smashana Kali. Life, as you've known it, will change radically, and this can be a welcome release. Kali is not quiet and subdued in the cremation ground. She is wild and vital. Kali brings energy and aliveness to situations where there would otherwise be none. She brings an end to stagnation that has been depleting your life force. And that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you all, and I will talk to you later.